For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Maisha. I have recently launched a photo magnet business, but I do want to say I actually have launched a physical photo business with photo magnets being my first product. I have a vision for my brand, Hard Copy Memories, where it's not just photo magnets, but my first product so far is photo magnets. So I want to make sure that there's a distinction here is that it will grow past photo magnets. I'm here on YouTube for a couple of reasons. Number one is I want to share my story. Number two is, can I just be honest? I'm just going to give you all the reasons why I'm on YouTube right now. I want to share about my journey with this business. I want to connect with fellow small business owners. I want to connect with potential customers or customers. And I would love to earn some money from YouTube as well, if I could do that. I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm brand new to this, but if I had to give you the 4 transparency reasons why I'm here, those are the reasons why I'm here. First off, quick side note. I cannot find the clip for my microphone, so look. It's like in my glasses right now. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't stop this show. Okay, so let's jump in. The first problem that was brought to my attention was the photo magnet. The magnet part coming off. So you would have on your refrigerator, for example, the magnet and the photo is somewhere on the floor. Let me show you. Okay, so here is the front of a magnet, and that just happens to be me and my birthday right after having my youngest son, Maverick, and my husband took me to dinner. But anyway, that's the front of the magnet. And then here is the magnet piece, right? And so what happens is during production, what I do is I take, this part is sticky, it's an adhesive, and I just put it on the back, right? Like so, like that. And then I press it for a few seconds so that it seals. A couple of call outs. This is not happening with all magnets. This has not happened with all orders, but there are some where this has happened. So let me show you what else is happening. So I want to give you a visual. So what happens is, let's say this is your refrigerator. And here is what they'll see, my client will see, is on the refrigerator, there's just this piece, and this part, right, the actual photo part, is somewhere on the floor. Like, how embarrassing. Like, how embarrassing. What is going on? So I didn't know what to do, right? Because, well, I had to sit back, and first, after crying and feeling so embarrassed, the very first, let me walk through this. The very first thing that I did is I said, please tell me which magnets this has happened to so that I can send you another one. So first thing I'm doing is I'm going to get you a new photo magnet that doesn't detach. That's number one. Number two was I had to go through my process and figure out if there was something that I needed to do differently when it comes to attaching the photo to the magnet. So a couple of things. One of the things that I did was at that point in the process, I decided to slow down and make sure that when I put the magnet, the sticky part of the magnet on the back, I want to make sure that I press it down for a little bit longer. So that's the part where I'm just like smoothing it with my finger I do it a little bit, smoothing it with my finger to make sure that it's adhering, right? So giving it time to set. The second thing that I decided to do is I did some research and I looked for a glue. So I wanted to add a little bit of extra adhesive in order to prevent this from happening. So those are the two solutions I came up with. So I want to show you what my process now looks like. So before, when I got to this step, it was just put the magnet on the back and then seal it for a few seconds. Well, now I'm going to show you what I do. So I did some research on Amazon and I found a glue that is good for plastics because this back part here is plastic. Had really good reviews, solid reviews about how effective it is. So what I do now is at this step when I'm ready to attach the magnet is I take the glue and then I put just a drop in the middle here. And I don't want it to be all over because it could get in these holes and get on the picture. So I put a drop in the middle and it spreads. And then what I do is I take the magnet and then I place it, right? So there's glue. And then, hold on real quick. So then I have this little, it's actually a little gift bag. And I just hold it here. And I just rub it, right? Just really get that glue to, so I'm just kind of rubbing it, getting that glue to set, right? And so, like I said, it isn't happening to every magnet or every order. So I figure if I give it just a little bit of extra adhesive, that we can solve this problem. So I do that for a little while. So a couple of things is that you see the magnet's attached now, and the hope is that because I added the glue, right, that it doesn't detach anymore. So that's that, right? And if there's anything about small businesses and starting a new business from scratch is, as much as you want to anticipate all of the problems, I don't think you can anticipate all of them, and I just didn't anticipate that. But I'm hoping that this is the solution. It has added processing time for me, so it takes me longer to do a single magnet because of this additional step. But I would rather have a little bit longer processing time if the quality has improved, right? I don't want people having magnets on their refrigerator and they're just falling on the floor. I figured that I will accept a longer processing time for better quality. So that's the first thing that went crazy was magnets. All right. I got two other things to talk to you about. But magnets, feel like we got a good solution. I also have a client that is monitoring them. I just shipped them an order of 54 magnets, and I used my new glue process for all of them. And so they are going to monitor that for me and tell me if anything goes astray with that new batch. Fingers crossed that it doesn't, that everything goes well, nothing falls off. But I also, like I said, so just to kind of summarize, challenge. Back of the magnet coming off of the photo magnets. First thing you're going to do, cry from embarrassment. You got to get that out. Like, ooh. Well, as a photo magnet business, as a magnet doesn't stick. Come on. So cry about it, feel embarrassed, go through all of your human emotions. Once I got out of that, the second thing was what do we do? So next thing was replace anyone. This first thing I did was I reached out to existing because I have a small customer base right now. So it's so easy. I reached out to everyone. I said, hey, I did find a potential issue. It may not affect any of your magnets, but if your photo magnet detaches from the magnet itself, please let me know which one or ones, and I will reproduce and send them to you at no cost to you. I have figured out a solution to that problem. So, number two is make it up, right? Something happens. For me, I want to make it up. So, I'm sending out new photo magnets to people where the photo magnet did not, or the magnet did not, where the magnet came off. The third thing is that I found a process, right? Which was to add additional adhesive so that the magnets can stay secure. And included that in my processing time, making sure to take extra time and care when I'm applying the magnets, to make sure that the glue and the extra adhesive is working as intended. So those are the things that I have done in order to alleviate the first problem. All right, so that's the magnet problem. Now, what's next?